on today, you have basically you're starting off where we started off yesterday, just a little review. So we have some boats and planes with current and wind. So just keep in mind that they're the same thing, just one's in air and one's in sea. So if we have current, use C. If you have a boat, use B. If you have wind, you can use W. If you have a plane, use P for your variables, just so it's not confusing. So here, remember, going with the current means faster. So if you're going with the current, you're adding the speed of the current. And if you're going against, you're subtracting, because the current is slowing your speed down overall. So those are the key concepts from yesterday, that going with, and you can see it's a faster speed, and then you're going against, you're going at a slower speed because that current slows you down. And these were pretty much straightforward to solve because they're already set up to eliminate. So that's the same thing from yesterday, just a little bit of warm-up. Once we go down to 3, now you can see that it's a little bit more than it used to be. So here we're buying cherry pies and pumpkin pies, and we're trying to find the cost of each. So we're going to have C equals, cherry pie will equal so X amount of dollars, and a pumpkin pie will equal this many dollars. So keep in mind from the very beginning what it is that your answer should look like. Right? And what are the units of your answer? They're both dollars, since we're talking about cost. I'm not talking about how many pies to buy or anything like that, but just how much one costs. All right? And if you go through this, you can see Carlos has 12 cherry pies and 5 pumpkin pies, and that costs $253. Whereas Beth sold 6 cherry pies and 10 pumpkin pies. So you're going to have to multiply it by something in order to get these to eliminate. It's not going to be an easy elimination like yesterday. So that's the only difference from yesterday to today. Yesterday they eliminated pretty easily because they're already one positive and one negative, and they equal 0. So we're going to have to multiply by 1 or both to get them eliminate to here. So you have 2 choices, right? You can either eliminate the C's by multiplying by -2, because that'll give you a positive 12 here and a negative 12 here. But you also could multiply on the top by -2, because that will give you a positive 10 and then a negative 10 here. So there's 2 ways of doing it that are both equally correct. Neither one is right or wrong. Okay. So I'll just go with this since I already have it there. So I got negative 24C minus 10P equals 2 times 253. I'll have to multiply those together. So that's going to be 506. So that equals negative 506. And then the bottom one stays the same. 6C plus 10P equals 254. And now we have a positive and a negative of the same number, so they cross off and eliminate to 0. So negative 24 plus 6 is negative 18. And we have to do, let's see, negative 508 minus 254. That's 506. 506 minus 254. Calculator would be useful if you have one. So we have 2. 25? Or 325? No, 2. Yeah, 252. There we go. 252, and that's negative. And then we have to divide both sides by negative 18. Calculator here. 252 divided by 18, and get 14. So cherry pie, $14. And then go ahead and plug 14 back into either one. I'm going to use the bottom one here. So 6 times 14 plus 10 times pumpkin pie equals 254. 14 times 6. Get 84. 84 plus 10 times p equals 254. We'll subtract 84 on both sides. 254 minus 84 is 170. So 10 times what equals 170? And we'll get 17. P equals 17. So pumpkin pie is $17. Cherry pies are $14. Remember, all the numbers should come out to be even. There won't be any cents or anything like that. They're even dollars. Okay. And make sure your answers are written like this, so you can clearly see the units of your answer. Yes. No, because there is a negative here, because negative 506 plus 254 is negative 252. So those two negatives do make a positive. And what if we did get a negative number? Would that make sense? No. Yeah, because something, you don't go to the store and a pie costs negative $14. So if you got a negative answer on some of these, it doesn't make sense. So you would go back and try to find a mistake if that happened. Okay. So that will be the pattern. Again, they're very similar to yesterday. We have more with the flowers like we did yesterday, only they're daylilies instead of roses, and we have geraniums. And we have more grass. Remember we did the grass sod yesterday. And we had the senior trips yesterday as well. So very similar. It's just solving the equations require a little bit more work. Okay. But just keep in mind that they're asking how many students. That's the question. So when you finish, you should have V equals, how many students that fit per van. And the buses should be how many students per bus. You're not trying to find out how many buses. You're trying to find out how many students fit in one bus. So make sure you got your units all squared away there. If it helps, have your workout from yesterday, just have them side by side, and you can see how to set them up probably easier, because we did a lot of this already yesterday. And just grab it from the file folder if you already put it there. Okay? Your goal is to get 37 done, if you haven't already, from yesterday. Show that to me, and then get 38 done from today as soon as you can. All right? And that's about it. We'll be around to help you out.